Dear brothers and sisters, today I'm recording my last video in the United States before I go back to Taiwan. Behind me is the hills of Hollywood, and I want to say a few words about my overall conclusions about what is going on here and what is coming. And I should begin from saying that the United States is a great country, and I love United States and Americans, okay, and I don't want to criticize. The only thing that we need to consider is what spiritually is happening here, okay? And many people call America New Babylon, okay? Well, I think New Babylon is here, okay? It's in people's minds, and not only in here, it's in all countries across the world. But the United States is one of the, at this moment, it's used as an instrument of the king, prince of this world to establish his order, to change the world the way he wants, okay? And we need to think how did this all happen, okay? How did we get here, okay, to this point? And to see that if we understand what's going on and what's happening, it's easier for us to avoid mistakes and to be misled by some things. So today I want to share some thoughts on overall what happened here on this land, okay? What's this phenomenon of the United States? First of all, everything started from people coming here from Europe, and they were coming here for a better life, okay, to have freedom, to have opportunities to develop, okay, and not being influenced by those things back in Europe, okay, which had a lot of restrictions. It had persecution of those who thought differently. It had all kinds of limitations, limited resources. So people came here to grow, to develop, okay. And this reminds us of what happened with Adam and Eve when they sinned, because the Satan, he told them that you will be like gods, you will be free, you will have your own world, okay. And that was the temptation. Eve thought, well, me, Adam, we have fruits, we have everything. Why do we need to obey to some god? Okay, we just have our own world here. That was the temptation. And this goes in line with what is happening. Of course, people who moved here, they were not running away from God per se, even though you can claim that maybe they were in some sense, because they did not want to face those problems that were back there in Europe, and they tried to just break out, okay? But let's not discuss this now. Basically, they wanted to establish here, and that's why to make this possible, the principle of tolerance became key to the United States. That I don't tell anyone how he should live, okay? What religion, what views, everybody has his own ideas. Just obey the law and okay, don't touch anyone else. Well, basically, in the spiritual world, this is called, if something is spoiled, you don't tell him that it's spoiled, okay? Let him spoil, get spoiled even further, and he would not tell you that you are spoiled, okay? Everybody will get more and more spoiled that way. Okay, so that principle of atomized world. Okay, I just mind my own business. I have my own household. I've got all the guns and I'm protected, and don't interfere with me. Okay. This principle became key in the United States, so that this search for my own world would be possible. Okay, this was the key idea, and it is basically the in its core, this idea is anti-Christian. Okay. However, people were still Christians, okay, and they were very fervent Christians. They went to church, and was people were very eager to work, okay, to make this dream happen. So they were very laborious, okay. They were loyal in their families. Okay, they were traditional Christian values still. In terms of family, okay, social life, okay, families were very strong, many children, okay, people worked long hours, and they did not complain, okay, they were loyal to their employer, they were loyal to the country, okay, they were ready to go and die for their country. So very noble and very praiseworthy attitude and culture that there was, okay, in the United States all the way until the 20th century, okay, the second half of 20th century. That's when everything began breaking apart. So now we need to see how this happened. Okay, now we're talking about the Great Reset. Okay, that the whole world is going into Great Reset. Of course, is happening here in the United States. But this Great Reset, this revolution of our times, it was preceded by a series of resets, okay, so that America can get to this point where it is now. And I want to just have a very brief overview of these resets, of major ones. Okay, there were many more, but just major ones. I hope it won't be too tiresome. Okay. I distinguish 6 of them, okay, here. We don't include the one when America became a country, okay, they gained independence. You can say that's the first one. Then we have 7, okay. If that's the first one, then the second one is the war with Spain, when many states joined, okay, America became big. Alaska was given, you know, California was given to North California to United States by Russia, so it became like a big country. That was the second big move, okay, development. The third one was the Civil War of 1860s, when North had its capitalism imposed on the South. Okay, the South was not so individualistic, not so profit-oriented before, but and even until now the values are quite different. So the North conquered the South, okay, and it became all same system of like fierce competition capitalism. You fight for yourself, okay. The next reset, okay, number 4, you can say, that was in 1913, when the Federal Reserve System, FRS, was established, and all the money, the printing of the dollar, was now in the hands of one group of people, and they had different values from the national values, okay, because it was not government, it's just, and it is not government until now. It is just a private institution that has control of all the finance of the United States and of most of the world, because we know that the United States US dollar is the major currency, the reserve currency for the world. And the First World War, okay, at that time. So all the money went in those hands, and all the power went to those hands, okay, and they became more socialist in some way, because there was more control going from there. Okay. The next reset was the Great Depression in 1929, when people lost all their money, the stock market broke up, and people experienced hunger, unemployment, and very tough life. Then it was the war and a very tough period of life. Many people died, okay, even though it was not in the United States, but many Americans died. And after that, the new mindset became that we need to earn more and more money. Okay, we need to save more and more to avoid something like that, to avoid what happened, this hunger, and we consume more. Okay, more than we need. Okay, because we're afraid of that hunger that we went through. Okay, so this mindset of overconsumption, until now we have it. Okay, and it's breaking apart now with this new reset. Okay, and America became the dominant country. After that, in the world, well, it was United States, USSR also, but it became the hegemon of all the capitalist part of the world. Okay, not the Britain. Okay, it became the United States. And later, the fifth big change happened in 1970s, when the postmodern reform came. Okay, so before that, people were very hardworking, earning their money, willing to work, willing to go to army to serve, willing to sacrifice themselves. Families were strong. But after 70s, this new hippie lifestyle, okay, this new culture of postmodernism, don't work, don't do much, okay, hang around, enjoy your life, okay, that came. Okay, be more organic, more natural. Okay, all production was transferred to the Southeast Asia, and this new period of time began, which is ending now. Okay, so this now we have this seventh reset, and the whole capitalist system is gonna be thrown away. Okay, and this new inclusive capitalism basically is socialism. Okay, it's a new form of socialism, and it's a totalitarian. It's basically going to be a dictatorship. Okay, eventually. So now we have this reset, but now it's already the whole world is resetting. Okay. Because the United States became so influential, so big, that now this reset is gonna reset the whole world, but in a different way. Every country is gonna be done in different way. Okay, but the system, the plan is already global plan. Okay, the new left, it's not the masses, the proletariat. The new left is the homosexuals, the new age. Okay, these all kinds of perverts, transgenders, and okay, just now I have this choice of what gender you are, and it has 7 choices. Okay, sometimes it's like 30 some choices of different gender. All this kind of stuff is gonna be the new world that they are building. Okay, and this process is gonna encompass all the world. So let us have this in mind, all this development. Okay, let us be mindful of what is happening, what's gonna happen, and we should be strong. We should not be influenced by all these deceptions, by all these trends. Well, we'll be influenced, but we should not be deceived, and we should have the reaction and healthy healthy resistance to all the evil that there is. Okay, we don't want to be spoiled. It's this common spoiling. So with these stages that I've just described, we see how the true nature of this anti-Christian path of corrupting the world, deceiving the world, is gaining its might. It's coming into its power. Okay, the kingdom of the prince of the world is being built. Okay, but we are those who are going to take it apart. Okay, we are building another kingdom with the Lord's help. We are building His kingdom. Okay, may His kingdom come and His will be done on earth as it is in heaven. This is our agenda, this is our plan, and we're not afraid of anything that's gonna happen in this fallen world. May God bless every one of you, give you strength and give you wisdom. Amen.